his charm or if he still has what it takes. I do hope that S4 is gonna do a bit better on his lane this time, but once again, he's been given a laning matchup that really doesn't favor him. Like, if I pick Underlord, Monkey King is definitely high on the list of heroes that I don't want to play against. Together with, like, all you can try to do is make sure that you don't actually have to be in the matchup and just pull the creeps to behind your tower and just have a good time. Ooh, but speaking about having a good time, Ponlo is certainly not having one. The Hanskin is getting super low as well. Is there another pounce? There is! An Entity. They once again start off the game with 2 kills in the side lane. That is not what Alliance...
I definitely did not have the best performance in the previous game. Watson moving into S4. But he's in trouble. He has a Jigger stack available, but not enough to heal. He does lose his life. Fisher might be losing his life as well. That's 4. Woof. Paul likes to get the double kill.
Yeah, Ponlo just fully redeemed himself, getting the double kill. I spoke about how unfavorable this matchup was for Alliance, but they managed to take down the Monkey King. You cannot underestimate the damage of an Underlord Rubik.
Hanskin gonna go for a couple of hits here on Toby, but Hanskin might be the one who loses his life, and yep, the Spirit Sack is still very damaged, it's still very painful. And Katomi, is he gonna be okay? Actually, is the one who should be worried about is Charlie here. No, Charlie looks like he's gonna be losing his life under the Katomi game. Position 4s, getting double kill the first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that was a very nice play by Entity, recognizing that they could absolutely dive the Drow there. So I don't think... Ooh, we see a big arrow. They're gonna find a return kill for Watson.
Kill as well on S4 to be able to heal up thanks to the Jingu Mastery. So we get the Jingu Mastery off, he does get it, gets the Boundless Strike as well, but doesn't heal that much. Arrow comes out, hits Ponlo in the butt, and looks like Watson, he's gonna lose his life. Wow, chewing from downtown, he gets the kill. Ponlo, low health, and actually makes it out alive. Great rotation by the Triangulator, keeping his Rubik alive and getting 2 kills as well.
Yeah, that was a bit of a lifesteal, but tanking a full Firestorm like that is not something he can easily do.
I mean, it's percentage damage, so it remains relevant the entire game. And as for, you're talking about him tanking, he tanks the gank, you know, keeps his team... I think that's worth it though, if they can bring down the top tier 1. It's not bad if he can get... He's gonna get in trouble right now himself. He gets rolled lands and looks like there's really no way for him to make it out alive. Or he's... What? Is he really gonna be able to just walk out of there?
Oh,
Stormstorm shows up in time. It's Ponlo who dies. What the hell is that? And Trian looks like S4's gonna lose his life. And the arrow lands and it's gonna be triple kill for Storm. Wingblade, how the hell did he survive?
I have no idea. I thought he was already dead, and then he was.
That is a bit of now for he's running fast, getting usually the neutralizing get a little bit. It looks like sorry, Fisherman. He doesn't let the Starfall, but it doesn't matter. S4 is gonna be fine. Arrow comes out, Ponlo dodges to the north a little bit, and he's still gonna be alive. It's like the mid lane.
On the bright side, Alliance hasn't lost their tier 1 tower yet against the DP. Ooh, nice arrow. And Kataomi making Riki look so strong even before getting the shot.
$15 free bet on by clicking it on the banner down below. S4 might be making those odds a little bit worse, but the arrow lands, the Jingu Mastery procs, and he's gonna be a dead Underlord.
Yeah, interesting Monkey King build as well. Going for the Maelstrom, nice mix between. It's one of the few carries that actually wants to pick up the shard ASAP, because it's so strong.
Beautiful sleep into arrow combo, that's gonna be a dead Omni Knight. Can they go for more Ponlo? Nice steal, I think, of the Blink Strike. Jiren jumps in, but I don't know if he is going to have any backup or any chance of getting any of these kills. Well, actually, Fisherman's the one who loses his life. Ados dropped on the Death Prophet, but she's going to be able to chase down Charlie and bring him down. The Stormstormer, he is going ham now with the rockets. And all that vision being provided by Watson. making a big difference in Stormstorm with a double kill. Another beautiful use of the shot by Ricky, and that's going to be a dead Rubik.
Yeah, and they got the Mirana kill, but it took so long. And even Drow Ranger is pretty okay against BKBs, but you don't really have the control to keep people in place. Speaking about being kept in place, once again we see a sleeping dart into an arrow, and Hanskin bites the dust once again. So tier 1 mid for Alliance is gonna be falling soon, and Kataomi finds another sleeping dart. The arrow is not quite gonna hit because of the missiles though, but the missiles should be enough to do a lot of damage. But actually, it's gonna be Toby and Fishman getting bursted down, and now Kataomi is gonna be in trouble as well. Tries to go for a sleep cloud or a smoke cloud, but it's not gonna be enough, and he loses his kill streak. Charlie picks that one up, and really nice fight for Alliance to go for another sleep dart into arrow. There we go.
Oof.
Are they gonna have the damage though? Fishman is gonna go for the Starstorm, and with the pounces, it is gonna be enough damage, but G1 goes on the chase. Another sleep dart though. What is the cooldown on this? G1 goes for the roll. Stormer. Is it? Oh, actually, G1 is gonna find him, but I don't think he has the damage. But with S4 and the Dark Rift, they may be able to take down Stormstormer here, getting super low. But with the Guardian Greaves, he's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be Chuan taking all of the damage. Defense Matrix coming out, so Stormstormer is gonna be fine, and Ponla is gonna be biting the dust as well. I thought Stormstormer was dead there for sure, but Entity, they seized the...
Such a good job playing with the Ricky. 2 games in a row, and they look amazing in both situations. Both teams, sorry.
Toby with really clutch Guardian Greaves. Watson, they find a freebie there as well. Hanskin going down. I feel like Hanskin is just really struggling on this Omni Knight. He needs some kind of Force Staff, but I don't know, he needs a lot of items.
The problem is that it's like he's always being set up on right. Hondo, dude, like they just keep finding him. They might be able to get the kill.
Charlie, he's gonna be gone on, and he doesn't have any mana for his spike. Finally gets it. Watson now going for the TP out, and he is gonna be fine. But this time it's Toby.
He's the one who always gets arrowed though, right?
Toby reveals his BKB now, going on to S4, and a 3-man Boundless Strike. Well, we finally have the Omni Knight ulti coming out, but there is just so much damage from Entity, and they're not done yet. Chuan doesn't have the roll, does manage to find the blink out, so it's just 2 kills going the way of Entity, but KB and Greaves.
The lucky thing, I was gonna say Charlie would be
no.
their saving grace, but Charlie's in trouble.
Oh no, Charlie. We can't afford to make these kind of mistakes.
I mean, the nice thing is that Drowsy can... I'm sorry, does he want to go in?
Just be a bit careful here, but another really nice bounce strike into arrow. Charlie being chased down, and his spike is on cooldown, and there is no Omni Knight ulti. It just came off cooldown, but clutch silence by Toby. There's gonna be 3 kills now. G1 going for the roll, but he's gonna have to get out soon, and S4 is gonna fall as well, so that's a 4-0. G1 still running around, but he really can't do anything.
And I don't know if it gets any better for Alliance. You know, it's like when you Tinker late game, that's not exactly something you want to go up against.
Oh, they can't even leave the base. And Kataomi on this Ricky, he's been involved in, I believe, 25 out of... Run Kataomi. Oh, and another sleep dart. This could be a good dart to a fight, but Fishman needs to be a bit careful. Stormstormer pops his BKB and just runs in. And another triple Boundless Strike! Entity just going ham. S4 getting really low as well. Can he escape? Doesn't look like it. Watson needs to be careful. Still has his Aegis though, and all these ulti procs, and he didn't take any damage.
Well, S4, arrow comes out from both sides, but it does miss. And it looks like it hits Ponlo though, but Ponlo's arrow doesn't land. And Katomi decides he wants to get the kills himself at this point of the game.
Okay, maybe that was a bit optimistic by Entity. They do find S4, but they lose 2 heroes in the process. I don't think he chooses Dark Rift to join the fight if he wants to.
Hey, Watson.
They find Watson, that is huge.
This could be easy to control. Oh god, they didn't get the control off. And Stormstormer's here as well. He's doing a bit amount of damage, but BKB's off and managed to make out a still a big kill on Watson, and they're just gonna use their on-draw teleport to get out of there.
It was really nice bylines, exactly the kind of plays that they need to be making. And they don't really lose anything important in the process, like nothing lost, right?
Key, but also helps you get a little bit more map control. If they can find Katomi, that really could be a big opening for Alliance. Smoke break on Bondo, and he's not making it out.
Still onto Pomlo, and Stormstormer just keeps back in, and they find Chuan as well. That's the bigger kill. And he doesn't have buyback, so this could possibly open up the high ground, because Exorcism is...
For this, 3 versus 5, they need 20 seconds more. Oh,
Charlie Nullifier as well, so he can't force himself, and he's taking so much damage, and he's just gonna fall. Omni Knight can't do anything, and S4 is gonna melt as well. Entity just jumping into the base with no regard for their own safety, and they don't have to. But it is quite telling that your mid laner can no longer leave the base without having to be saved by his support.
I mean, honestly, it just feels like it's basically over at this point. It's just farming them in their fountain. You know, it doesn't really... Unless you can force staff them inside your fountain, you're not getting any kills if you're online. So I think it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, and Stormstormer, he's just jumping on S4 once again. And S4, mind you, has Greaves and a pipe, but he's still completely melting. Everyone from Entity just running into the enemy fountain and still not really being close to dying. Yuan is gonna buy back, gonna go for a... Never give up. I like that Ponlo. We see a smoke from Entity. Looks like they want to go for the finishing blow. Roche is up, but they don't care. Why would they care? Watson with an Arcane Blink as well, so that's gonna be a quick